You know, it takes a really sadistic religion for people to express these types of thoughts. So this young lady is asking the question, when she was being abused, where was this God? Where was God when she was being abused? Whatever the abuse is, where was he? He was nowhere to be found. She just was going through her abuse. And this person, Chad, has the nerve, the unmitigated gall, to say that he was allowing it to happen, to humble her, as if he knew or knows who this woman is. And even if she was an arrogant person, even if she was a person out there just doing any and everything, no one deserves to be abused by another person. Not one person deserves abuse. But according to this Christian, this young lady deserves the abuse that she was receiving so that this God can humble her. And so that she will be able to humble herself unto this Lord. And so if he wasn't allowing it, if he didn't have a plan of her humbling herself to this God, to herself, that she wouldn't have been able to make it out. She would have, met that ultimate death. And she would have died. But this was this God's way of saving her life. There's been so many times when a person is SA'd, when a person is mentally abused, physically abused, when a person goes through some type of struggle, that the Christian rhetoric is that God was taking them through a season. God was trying to take them through that so that they can lean on God even more, so that they can be a testimony for this God, that they can then go out and express how this God helped them to make it through. These are the bullshit comments that people make instead of this God punishing the person, instead of this God making it so that she didn't have to go through this abuse, whatever type of abuse it is, making it so that she didn't have to deal with it. She didn't have to be mentally abused. She didn't have to be physically abused. If that is your God's only methodology to get someone to humble themselves, if that, not, let me not say only, but if that is one of this God's methodology to get a person to become humble to that God, to come and be with that God, to worship that God, that's a God that is undeserving of any type worship whatsoever. And I hope that this young lady, truly is able to heal, truly is able to heal physically, but more importantly, be able to heal mentally, because this is all the bullshit saying that this God did this and allowed this so that she can humble herself to this God. This is why we walk away from it. So always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.